16 TV. It's Cuzzo P here, back with another reaction. This time we'll be reacting to Andrew Tate answers questions from Adin Ross. I guess he's able to answer questions now, so we're going to start the screen recording and go. Video playing now.
Over as Joe Schmo, and I'm only going to answer one of them.
The answer, Joe Schmo or Andrew Tate? Joe Schmo.
I think we live in an attention economy. I think that that's going to continue to be the case up into the future. I think that things have now changed, and if you can manage to get attention, you can somehow monetize it. If I wasn't the kind of person who was good at garnering attention or didn't want to get attention, then I would find somebody who is good at getting attention, and I would align myself with them. And then I would either find a way to increase their monetization. Obviously, being useful to them is one thing, but in my experience, outside of course me, everybody else who's good at getting attention is fucking lazy, and they don't want to do anything else. So I would let them be the face, and I would be the blood and guts underneath, and that's how I would make a bunch of money. And you'll often see in the best business relationships, there's the face of the business, but the true business behind it are a bunch of people you don't know. And it's the same with everything. Wow. So if I was Joe Schmo,
I ain't gonna lie. I'm with Andrew Tate. I think he a cool guy. Besides the allegations that's over there right now. I'm just saying, isn't it kind of weird how he said like there's somebody else with the money, and people are just the face of it. So
find somebody who was the face and got a lot of attention, and I'd sit down with them somehow and say, look, here's how you make
almost
this.
like he's just the face.
This is what you should do. This is what you should do. And they'd sit and go, yeah, maybe, but I'm busy. Good. I'm glad you're busy. This is my percent. Boom, 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 boom. And I'd make it all come.
Did you figure it out? At what point, Andrew, did you realize that you were famous?
That's a good question.
I remember seeing him on Fresh and Fit, but he wasn't famous yet.
But when did you realize that? You're like, oh, I make
one of the times it hit me in regards to how famous I was is when I was with Steven Seagal.
Steven
Seagal was here.
But you basically you knew you were more famous.
Steven's a fucking Seagal.
It occurred to me.
What the fuck?
I was with Steven Seagal 2 weeks ago, and by the way, Steven Seagal is a fucking hero. They say never meet your heroes.
You know him?
They say never meet your heroes. Fucking G. Me, Steven. He's a G. Right? Ice cold. Anyway, he was saying, bro, I'd love you to take a picture of my son. They're talking about you in school. I'm like, yeah, cool, whatever. I met
They're talking about him in school, like for psychology class?
Talking about in school. Goes, yeah, we did a whole class on you. And how your effect on culture, etc., etc. I said, oh, so where do you go to school? He said, Ulaanbaatar, which is the capital of Mongolia. So in Mongolia,
oh my God,
in school, they're doing classes on me. That was crazy.
Wild.
That was crazy.
Somebody said, how big is it?
If you do one more game,
out there.
No, how big is your bank account? That's how big is your bank account?
I know, I think you're smart. I think you're smart. Do you actually think you're smart?
A little bit.
Do you believe, like, I'm smart?
Do you know how many partners you've had in all, or is that too personal for you?
I do know, but I don't know.
Partners as in relationships.
Actually, no, I'll change that. I think as a man, sexual experience is very important.
So how many bodies do you have?
Okay. I think as a woman that...
Bodies is different than girlfriends and boyfriends.
Is innocence. I think innocence is very, very attractive. And it's not just about sex. As a man, when you find a woman, if you were to build your ideal woman from the ground up, you want to be able to give her experiences and show her
she's never done. Exactly.
You want to show her things she's never done.
For sure.
In every realm, not just sexually, and everything else. You want to be the first person to take her first class, first person to put her in a 5-star hotel, first person to take her to a nice restaurant.
Private jet.
Yeah, you want to be the guy to show her the world, right?
Of course.
So, and that also includes sexually. So you like the idea of a woman with less experience, so you can show her things.
Of course.
A woman's like, I know all of it.
Yeah, but what does this have to do with your partners?
Yeah. All of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
This has nothing to do with you.
It's the opposite. And I also think that women like men.
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
I think for men, like you said, we want innocent women, but if you that's a woman, she don't want a man that has never had sex.
You know what's actually interesting?
I agree with him, but that is irrelevant to the fact that you asked him how many girlfriends he has. Why is nobody?
Even a virgin woman said no.
Wow.
They don't want a virgin man.
They want to be guided, right?
No, it's what
this.
They want to be taught. They want man to guide them.
I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with them, but this is a red pill plug-in because he asked this man one simple question and he did not answer it. He still ain't answered it.
And experience, part of being a man is experience.
Experience, exactly.
And that's why, even in very subtle ways, the
answered.
reason women love scars on men, something has happened to him. It's experience, right?
Yeah.
So when I say it's not important, I take that back. As a man, sexual experience and sexual, the fact that you've been around the block to a degree is actually very important.
Yeah.
But also, I'm not going to say a number because a lot of dudes lie about their number, etc., etc. But I had a webcam company, and it's extensive.
Is there an estimate?
600, 700.
Okay, not bad.
But
that's
I
wild.
I don't think that number is that important. And I also think the number of girls not just the sex is important. I think that you can learn a lot about women. It's not just sleeping.
I
You
think
need to have a whole bunch of girls
who you've actually dated counts as much as who you
have that
smashed.
time you got your heart broken.
If not
you need to
more.
let that one chick who fucking did
Like
some
who was
shit,
willing,
got away
who
with some
actually wanted to
sly
be
shit,
around your
so no
ass
other
all
bitch
the
can
time.
finesse you, and you get to a point in life, and truthfully, as a man, you hit your peak in your late 30s, mid 40s.
Wow.
40s.
So you have
That's when you're most attractive to women. When you're
30,
a lot
40?
older.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question? So you have gotten your heart. This is my first question. You've gotten your heart broken.
Every man's had their heart broken.
Of course, I agree.
Every man's had their heart broken, but you have to. There's
You
different.
have to use it as a learning experience.
You have to learn. You have to let it use it to fuel you. I've said this now. Any man who says he hasn't had their heart broken is lying.
Cat.
But there's two kinds of men. There's people who have their heart broken and let it destroy them, and there's
And
the
the
men who have
people
their
that,
heart broken, can't sleep,
hey, hit
so they're in
the
the gym 3
gym,
times a day.
work
That's
harder,
it. If you walk into the
get
gym
this
right
money
now
up.
and find the fucking guys training hardest, he's probably lost his bitch.
He's right.
True.
He's not wrong.
True or false? Bro, I remember.
But that statement goes for anything. There's a kid that got beat up. There's 2 kids that get beat up. One becomes a UFC fighter, learns how to beat motherfuckers' ass, and the other one goes, "Hey, I'm the victim." Them 2 kids, one the victim, one get down.
A motivation. You find a guy who's fucking going nuts. He's like, yeah, my girl left me. Bro, it's hysterical.
You're right. Cause
it can make you great.
You're right. Because when I broke my girl, you know, I hit the gym too.
She obviously wasn't all that, G. I don't know who you were fucking, but...
What? Look.
Yeah, he's saying it must not have crushed you hard. It must not have crushed you hard enough. And he grew that hair back in. That's funny.
I lost like 100 pounds.
But what's actually truly interesting is...
Crazy.
I think that, unlike... Although I think women have this as well, women and men have this, I think that all life paths, to a degree, are semi-similar. Yeah, we end up in different positions. Some are successful and some aren't, and blah, blah, blah. But I think if you take the average man in the Western world, there's 1 or 2 or maybe 3 possible stories. We all start off as nothing. Most men are born with 0 value. You can be born with rich parents and be a little bit...
It doesn't matter,
for a while.
though. Yeah.
But you're born with basically no value. You fall in
really
love with that bitch in school who wants the jock and not you, or the older guy, and then you get your girl, she breaks your heart, and most men have had a pretty similar story. Me, you can name it all.
Of course.
But it's just how those events affect you and how you internalize them and how you use them to become who you are.
I would say most men go through similar obstacles and different types of life experiences.
I think we have, I think we have similar building blocks, similar pieces of Lego, and how we put ourselves together is
what makes us us.
Yeah.
Completely, yeah. I appreciate it.
What's your end game goal in life, Mr. Tate?
I think that
I feel
I
like
don't think
your body is your foundation, and how you start
I think
is how you finish with and building your life.
Man that's ever been
So you
alive,
you gotta lay the foundation well.
I'm sure the people who were alive during World War II felt like the world was ending. I'm sure about the people who were fighting off the Mongol hordes felt the world was ending.
Yeah.
I'm sure that in the 1700s, when it became legal to not wear a suit when you go outside, they probably thought this is massively detrimental to society. The world was ending. We've always felt that
We always
way.
felt like the world's ending.
Yeah, we always felt like the world was ending, and I think that basically,
And there's
the best
nothing wrong
you
with
can
that.
do is
I feel like that.
try and create people who replicate yourself and your values to the best of your ability. So
I don't think there's nothing wrong with the world's ending. I think it actually gives you a sense of like, we gotta try to do stuff to like build up society, go harder, blah blah blah. It helps people. If without problems, there's never gonna be people that come to prevent the problems. And the only way our society can grow is to get better at preventing the problems that we have. You know what I'm saying? Continuing on.
end goal is to have 20 sons with my name who think like me. That's my end
What if you have a daughter?
That's fantastic. Why would I not want a daughter?
Just curious. You said 20 sons.
Yes, but I would love to have daughters,
Yeah, and you got
absolutely.
niece.
But it's my sons that are going to carry my name and carry my legacy. So obviously you need both. But that's
Very
the
nice.
end goal. The end goal is to recreate.
Leave your mark of a bunch of Tates.
What else is it?
Cool. All right. Next question here. Do you believe that love is real?
Completely and utterly. Everything I say, all the things I've just said, which they're going to attack me for and call me a misogynist for and say I'm hateful for, actually come from a place of love. It comes from a place of love because I think that women are happier if they act in a certain way which is true to their national biological imperatives and true to God. I think that men treat women who act true to God better. I think that their relationships are better. I think the family is better. I think the children are raised better. I think society ends up better. I think as a whole, all of it.
I see what you're saying, but hey, to each his own, up to interpretation.
But I'm not going to love a girl who can't keep her legs closed.
What about
That's true.
unconditional love? Does that exist?
No, it does for women. It doesn't exist for men.
Why does mother
No.
love their sons unconditionally, right?
Women can be unconditionally loved by society.
I agree with
No matter
this.
how bad it is,
Hey,
thing women do.
before he even go, I say this shit all the time. men, there's you either gotta provide something, you have to be entertaining or be like, you know what I'm saying, interested, be around. You have to bring something to the table. If you don't do nothing, motherfuckers is gonna talk bad about you if you're a male. But if you're a female, there's always gonna be somebody willing to show you some love. I can name plenty of males that are sitting in their house all alone. Yep. With two dogs, one crying because the other one's close to me right now.
Came up, it'd be all over Twitter.
Kill me anytime, babe.
You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of men that's out here chilling all alone.
That's it. Women can be unconditionally loved. Men are only loved for how useful we are. Second you stop being useful as a man, you'll see how cruel this world is. When nobody looks at you and goes, this man has a utility. This man is good for X. This man can solve this problem. Second you become a useless man, you'll see how cold and heartless this world is. Because nobody gives a solitary fuck about men who can't fix problems.
True.
That's why we exist. So unconditional love does not exist for men. It never has been, never will. Even your woman, to a degree, is going to love you. And I'm not saying her love isn't pure. I'm not saying her love isn't pure. But a woman's love is still based on your ability to fix her problems to a degree. If a woman comes to you and goes, I have this issue, and you go, can't fix it. If that happens over and over and over and over again, she will fall out of love with you.
Wow.
Someone else
is yeah, because somebody else is helping.
Whereas, I'll be honest, in my relationships, I don't go to women to solve my problems. I go to them to be happy. I want them to be happy. I want them to make me smile. I want them to give me affection. I want us to have fun together. I may want children. Yeah, but I don't go, oh shit, I have this big fucking problem at work, and then hey, can you help me? Never. I don't go to them to fix my problems.
No.
I fix all my own shit. So it's completely different paradigm.
I think that makes you look better to your partner anyways, is that you can handle the majority of your own business on your own.
We're idealistic in the idea of love. Females are actually very, very realistic with their love. They're not romantic. Men are far more romantic than women are. Women, I'll give you an example now, bro. You ask any man, you can ask a full-grown man about his, you could say, listen, your ex-girlfriend just died.
I'm over here sitting like, this nigga really talking to me.
I loved her. You find a fucking chick and say, your ex-boyfriend died, and he's a dickhead anyway. They don't care. They don't care.
It's true.
It's true, bro. That women can be heartless. People don't, and any G who's at the top of his game knows. Bro, there's been times even I have felt guilt. There's been times I met a chick and and we end up together, whatever, and sleeping together, whatever. And she's around my house, and she's like, hey, look, like laughing at her ex, just pouring his fucking heart out, bro.
It's crazy.
They're cunts. They can be.
Cracking jokes. I've seen it before. Oh, what is he going to kill himself? Hey, I've seen girls send some messages like that to about another for sure, but like, oh, he's sad. What is he going to kill himself? I was like, oh my god.
You're extremely fortunate.
These bitches are heartless. Hey. I know a girl that had technical difficulties. We're going to end the video right there, but the rest of the story is, I know this one girl one time, a long time ago, she told me that a dude I know or whatever was like, basically, if he ever thought he got her pregnant, he'd nut in her whenever, right? The girl going to tell me or whatever, she going to pretend that she pregnant to my homie, basically. And, so that way this motherfucker does nothing her and get her pregnant. I know that doesn't have nothing to do with nothing. I'm just saying, dudes do crazy shit too. I've been subject to it. I got some homies that's been subject to it. But I ain't gonna lie, it be catching me way off guard when girls do it. Cause I just go ahead and continue to like, subscribe, and share. Continue to fuck with me. I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you. Bye.